So realistically, one of three things is going to happen when I start messing around with this machine. Either one, it's going to explode in my face and kill me, which, is fine to happen right at this exact moment, considering I've literally just loaded. Number two, it's going to trigger some sort of alarm and someone's going to run in and there's going to be some sort of confrontation. Or number three, I'm just going to get away scot-free with looting whatever sort of information is waiting for me on there. And if you can successfully guess which of the three is going to happen, get your predictions in now, because the time is running out. If you successfully guess it, I will personally send you $1 billion. A billion. All of it. Promise. Will definitely happen.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Sometimes I'm turned on and quivering with soft electricity. I wish I hadn't said that.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like you meddling with the machine.
Right, let me investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March.
Okay.
This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents.
Go for it.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
Interesting. Okay. What's Fortress Accident?
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalogue before she reads out with studious care. I've not mentioned I'm police yet. She's just sort of giving away this personal information. I guess she doesn't give a shit.
Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalogue says.
Interesting.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual.
I wouldn't know. I'm only here for passwords.
What's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
Oh, the static drowns her response, apparently. I was wondering why she just completely fucking... whatever. So what's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean the glowing thing with the tape on it that said log February to March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
I don't know, maybe.
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
It just says log February to March and nothing else.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, Can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears in a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Let's see what print does.
Nothing happens.
Nothing. Cool. Maybe our creepy shadow friend has overheard the lady using the machine and knows what the password could be. Let's find out.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
What's that about coffee? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
Look, man. I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Have you by any chance heard the I can't say that word. Say the password to her radio computer.
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Yeah, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he can judge all he likes, but this is how you get information.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Okay, thanks.
I think we're done here, essay.
The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Was the church not one of the 3 locations where the shot could have come from? I feel like it was, but maybe I'm just clutching at straws at this point. Because Kim really doesn't seem to think I should be here, but it seems worth investigating if there's a possibility of,
The machine's
proof.
keyboard is
Press
still...
play again.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm all finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Print it is. There's a lot of keys on here, considering all you can seem to do is play and print, but sure.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read it.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would you need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running around the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Artists, programmers, Lexi? Who are all these people?
Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
It sounds like there was a data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
5th entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Read the 6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right, towards the silence. Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
She's not mentioned our good friend, the rafter lurker, like at all in these logs. She didn't even acknowledge him then when it was him who scared a cell out of the room. Which is weird. You think she would have noticed that if she'd been in here all this time, but I'll read the 9th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
Shopping list.
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Very slowly. She wearing three-quarter length trousers. Isn't it like snowing outside? She's just going to ignore me completely and go for the... Oh, alright, okay, fair enough. Interesting.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're not just breaking in, I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
So now? How about now?
What is it?
The woman is still hunched over by the keyboard, gently illuminated by the purring machine. Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
So what are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. I'm a police officer, it's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says, ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
So a hole in the world, what does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for you to answer.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at a circle of basins. It looks like some sort of ancient ritual. You said the research isn't going very well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world. For now.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, have you seen the Crab Man?
No?
You know he's around.
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
Okay, it's probably not a big deal then.
No. You're right. I'm not.
That's a weird thing to say, but okay. Her voice trails off and she bends over to tinker with the machine's printer. How do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Wow, okay, that was quick. Why do you hate it?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
Maybe some community space to help the elderly.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Right, I'll let you work in peace now. I guess. This is getting me nowhere. I had such big, bright ideas about how how the sniper could have taken the shot from the roof of the church and everything, but it's all feeling like a bit of a dead end now. This feels like it's nothing to do with the main investigation at all, but I guess I'm just intrigued about following it through.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church. I checked it out.
And? What happened?
Well, I talked to the crab man.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
He seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I dunno, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't really think he gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
I forgot about his Super Saiyan fucking image. I really feel like they redesigned this guy after drawing the portrait. I don't know, it doesn't quite marry up, does it?
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
Well, she says you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place. Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
The stuffy tent muffles the last two words. The command fails to impress.
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
The love? No, I'm not really feeling it at all.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Yeah, Oda 9. Rocking it or dropping it?
She did not like the idea of the anodic dance club.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
Well, she made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honour Man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
She gets down. I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to that crazy pulse.
Wonderful! If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
That's it for now.
Bye, officer.
Why am I caught up in this? There didn't really seem to be any... I mean, maybe I just failed some secret hidden roles and stuff, so I didn't get as many dialogue options as I would have otherwise, but it didn't feel like there were any options to really press them on the whole, you know, this place not being a club. I assume what they actually want to make is a drug den, right? But we'll see.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Her expression is unchanged. Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Alright, I got your message.
Good.
Okay, convince her.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Where's your old workspace?
On Rue de Saint-Ghislain, in the East Delta Commerce Center.
She wipes her hair off her... what? She wipes some hair off her face and sighs.
You might be more familiar with the name Doomed Commercial Area. You could get in through the bookshop on the plaza. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Interesting. Wait, bookstore lady? You mean Plaisance?
That's her name, I believe.
And where exactly is the off-site copy? I'm pretty certain I've already asked this.
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
I mean, alright, I'll go look for the off-site copy. I'm sure I wouldn't understand what you tried to explain to me anyway.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the off-site copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Alright. Alright. I'll leave you in peace now. Well, 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 well. What do we have? No, not that one. Not that one. Nope. Nope. That one. Equip this item to open locked containers in the world. It's a lockpick. Got a lockpick. Oh, fuck the chain cutters then. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting it to be like... I thought it was just like a little, like, lockpicking tool. Like maybe like a Swiss Army knife size thing. It's a fucking, like... I don't even know what I'm looking at. What am I looking at? Is it like a crowbar? Just like a really massive, elaborate one? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that I should be familiar with. I'm less of a man because I don't recognize this giant implement. I don't know. But I don't, and I am. Right, okay, well that's... So... Why is there a hanged man here? I was just clicking things, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to be here. But, you know what, we fast travelled to the area we kind of actually need to be in, so fuck it, let's go with it. Hang on. Hang on a second. What do we have here? There's something down there. The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. Okay, there's nothing down there. Hello again, little girl.
Sir.
Bye. Not really interested in you. Here to break into your house.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I was told there's a huge fridge in this building's cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
She nods at the bookshelves.
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own way to the cellar.
You have to let me into the cellar. There's something I desperately need from there.
Who? What? I don't understand what you're talking about. I can't in good conscience risk releasing the bane of doom upon all because you need something from the cellar.
It's not just something from the cellar, and doing it for your previous neighbour, Suna Lukanen Kilde. I definitely pronounced that right, shut up.
Oh, you mean that girl with those bizarre machines? I recall her now. Her energetic presence was off. Very off. She kept rambling something about her memory being lost. In fact, it's odd how many of these troubles started with her departure. How do I know she's not behind the curse? We definitely have to contain it now.
Alright then, book peddler. You asked for it. You asked for it, book peddler. Watch and learn.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds.
Okay. Well, this didn't work. I thought I could use my cool new tool to break the door down, but it turns out that's not a thing. That's not a thing I can do at all. Well, Book Peddler, you've bested me again. You're too smart for me, Book Peddler.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance...
I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Aren't those Protoss unit from StarCraft 2? What about the wards on the back door? Are these Semines as well?
Yes, the Semines are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
And what's behind that door, if I may ask?
Failure. So much more failure.
She turns away from you, shaking her
The
head.
woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Farewell, Book Peddler. Book Peddler. I want to get in here. I don't know if there's another option for getting in there. There's the outside. There's the is it? I don't even know what it is. Like an intercom system, right? Oh, hold up. There's a door there. Didn't even see that. I don't know if that's helpful to me, but...
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
The Ice City is drawing my attention because of this fridge. We'll go with that.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
That shouldn't be surprising, really. Not tried any of these, have I? Probably should have done at some point. Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
This is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides her words.
The doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Entrance from building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Is there like another way of getting into here that I'm just completely missing? It sure feels like it. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to achieve such incredible feats as getting into a building. I don't know if I'm just like I don't know how brutal this game is with regards to like completely gating you off from doing things. Like I might just not be able to follow this at all because I failed at getting that door down earlier. Because I'm not allowed to retry that check. So I don't know, man. This building seems pretty like isolated. It doesn't have any adjoining walls with anywhere else, so it doesn't look like there's any other means of getting in. So fuck. All right. I guess we'll leave this for now. There's no hanged man just taking up the middle of this map anymore, which is nice. Let's go back to the fisherman. How come I could fast travel before, but I can't now? I'm so confused. Horsepack Monument has a white check available to try now. I'm learning what this all means. There's a damaged ledger somewhere in the whirling by the looks of it. Set of tracks. We've already examined that, I feel. I don't even know what the pile of pyrite is. Need legendary empathy to speak to Kuna. Alright. I guess we'll just walk. I guess we'll just go for a stroll again. I've got my big weapon now. No one's gonna fuck with me when I'm carrying this bad boy around. I know I've not spoken to those two lads with the boules in a little while, since the beginning of the game basically. But I don't think they're gonna have anything else for me. Similar with that guy, the shopkeeper man. Van driver. Whatever he is. I guess there was more stuff down here that I just didn't explore before, right? Let's see what's over here. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. And some pills. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Ooh. I love how this guy just finds random pieces of clothing at the side of the road and wears it. He just does not give a shit. In here's a place. Hello? The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
So this part of the coast is a bloc obscur?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind?
Yes. For you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
He gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging. Just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland. At least in this phase of the investigation.
I think we've solved the murder, honestly, for the most part. But if you want me to leave, I am absolutely not going to do that because there is stuff to look at. And money on the floor, which is even cooler. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Glory to the ghosts of us. Money. And money in the barrel? A little bit of barrel money? No, tear. Tear is money though. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. The smallest church in St. Solens. That's not the tape we were looking for, is it? No, that would be too much of a wacky coincidence. The one that you wanted to sing at karaoke, I mean. It is a tape, though. I'll listen to that at some point, maybe. See what wonders await. So, with that little corner of the world investigated thoroughly, or as thoroughly as it gets. Ooh, what's up here? Didn't expect to go inside, but it's a chair. Just a building with a chair in it. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Is it a dark red chair, or is it blood? Postcard to Coal City. Sure. A cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. This is going to be something later, but it's not something now. There's a little window we can have a little peek through there. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Yeah. I know, I've clocked that one myself. Hold up, there's a thing. The shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. Oh, was this one of the, is this one of the points? Guess it must have been. I really wish we had some sort of concept of where we were on this map. I'm intrigued by this giant egg, honestly. I don't know if these these swings were the swings that were missing. I saw a big cube over here. I don't know what that is either. There's a lot of confusing ass things. There's just dudes with guns on the map as well. This is where the dudes with guns stand. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Cinder blocks charred. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. But there's a man! I must speak with him. An exciting new person to... oh, we've got to go this way round apparently. That's fine, I guess we'll do that. Look at these things on the way then. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. I see in blue, something in you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. A bottle, all for me. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Left their 65 pennies behind. Yeah, man, look how rich I'm getting. Look how rich I'm getting. I really wish it was this easy to make money. It's not. It's not. You very rarely just find money lying around in the real world, I've noticed. Maybe like the odd penny. I did once find a... I can't remember if it was a fiver or a tenner. Just a note just blowing down the side of the road as I was walking once. That was probably the most exciting moment in my life.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
I think I bought beer with it. What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
Can you have the same lottery number twice in a drawer? I don't think that's how it works. You can't have 4 twice, can you? What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
And what about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
A dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
That's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Fucking killed a dog on the way here. Is that what they're saying? That's lame. That sucks. As if I needed more reasons to not like this protagonist. Still gonna take all these bottles though. I almost feel bad for trying to redeem him now. I should have just made him an irredeemable piece of shit. Just really doubled down on all the being an asshole moments this game offers you. Look at all this. Look at all this. You guys realise you're sitting on just like a landmine, a gold mine, that's what I was trying to say. Probably also a landmine, but mostly money is what I'm trying to get to you. grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition and then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Walk away.
Don't call Abigail.
He whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends a hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
That must be it, yeah, for sure. Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5.
He looks at his shit-stained lycra with a grim expression.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
So what do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades.
Please. Please don't call. Don't call.
Begs the man in the pipe.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
So what is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your tequila sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
Clearly not.
No, you sure don't.
No.
I don't think you're ready for that grade of reality yet. It'd be ill-advised for me to tell you. You gotta go do the intro yourself. Come back when you've been to the motor carriage. Tequila.
He sips his beer.
He points toward the waterline with his bottle.
Alright, I guess I'll do that.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Did I drive my car into the lake on the way here? One more.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arm as if wanting to embrace you.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Just nod and let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He bursts out laughing and takes 3 gulps from his pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says as he shakes his index finger at you. Where did you get the bottle of spirits?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot onto the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
It's a good tip. I should remember it.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me £4 to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Arseholes.
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead fingers.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
I think it will prove useful. Yeah.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it.
Bam.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless
The
smile.
hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Impressive entrepreneurship. I approve.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving.
I already did, so I'm off.
In the civilised world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
He waves you off. And I'm going to wave you off now because we've been going long enough. I'll see you for more adventures in the discoing world next time. Next time. Just next time. Bye.